So let's wrap quickly about your solo album. So solo album, it's coming in December. And in what way would you say this album is totally different?
In tons of different way, because for example, the thing is, for the first time in my history, I won't release the album through label. It will be a self-independent release. And the thing is, for the first time in my life, I won't put the album on Spotify. I think it's a difficult trend today, but the thing is, I really love the old school release just with a physical edition, because it there is even more sense for the band, and it's even more important for the fans, in my opinion. Since I'm a huge fan of the physical editions, I decided to release it only in the physical edition, and so far it's working, because since the first day I receive a fantastic feedback all over the world. I mean, I'm quite sure that I won't be able to sell 30,000 copies, but the reaction is amazing. And even when I released the first single 10 days ago, the reaction was great, and I really can't wait to release it. And next year I will try to play as much song as I can, as much shows that I can all over the world with acoustic shows.
Amazing. We hope to see you in Dublin. That would be great. And speaking about this album, I've listened to it 10 times, your song, in one day, because I think it's also a touching side. So I think you are exploring your inner self, and your voice is much more emotional than in Virtual Symmetry.
But don't tell them.
So I'm right. Anything to add about this, what I just said?
I mean, it's a very personal album. I decided to do this album just, it's crazy, 6 months ago, because when I was on tour with Temperance in Mexico and in Japan, I had this idea, and I decided to do it.
How did the idea come?
The first idea came, I released a video in the next days talking about this thing, but this idea came when I was in the plane, to take the plane from Mexico to Japan, and I was very inspired. And then I collect ideas. I wrote the entire album just in a few weeks, and I recorded it in the summer.
And what made you to feel in such an emotional place? Is it like to Japan, to touring?
I think since there will be a track called Far Away From Home, for sure talking about the fact that if you are a touring musician, you are far away from home most of the time. And this idea came to my mind, these lyrics came to my mind saying, flying from Mexico, discovering Tokyo. And then I said, okay, let's try to write that song. And then I said, maybe I have to try to record an entire album in acoustic. I did it. No edit, no autotune. That's the very cool thing, because it's totally natural, even with some mistakes. So, but that's me.
That's amazing. Last question, really last question. Michele said some stuff about you. So, what can you say about Michele?
So, first of all, I have to talk about the fantastic person Michele is, because he's a great musician, one of the best singers we have in Italy, I have to say.
Yes.
But the most important thing for me is not if you are the most incredible musician in the entire world, but it's the person you are. And Michele is one of the best person I met in my life. I'm very glad we found a way years ago to involve him in Temperance, and I'm very glad to call him one of my best friends still now. And it's a pleasure to share tour and experience with him all around the world.
Thank you so much. With this, we are rounding up. Follow all the bands that Marco has below all the links. Last word to you.
Fantastic. So you have to spend 3 hours because I have 4,000 bands, but yes.
Thank you. See you. Bye.